Leading in Luxury, the podcast where we sit down with visionaries and innovators in the boutique and luxury hospitality industry. We explore their journeys, uncover their strategies, and gain insights into how they're defining the future of high-end guest experiences. I'm your host, Daniel Renna. Outside the podcast, I lead DMR AI Hospitality Solutions, where we spend our time working alongside luxury and boutique hospitality brands, helping them improve profitability, streamline operations, and enhance the guest experience through smarter, data-driven decision-making. The goal of this show is simple: to have honest conversations with experienced operators about what's actually working in today's hospitality landscape and where the real challenges still exist. Today, I'm incredibly excited to introduce Resha Shroff, an engineer, product builder, and visionary founder of Lynx Automation. Resha's journey from building tech products for Fortune 500 companies to revolutionizing the hospitality sector with smart automation is truly inspiring. She's tackling the fragmentation of the vacation rental market and bringing sophisticated tools to boutique hotels and property managers. We'll be diving into her unique perspective on how technology can enhance guest experiences, streamline operations, and drive profitability in luxury hospitality. Rasha, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Same here. Thank you so much for having me, Danielle.
Absolutely. Rasha, your background as an engineer and product builder for Fortune 500 companies, combined with your personal experience in real estate and short-term rentals, gave you a unique vantage point to identify a critical gap in the hospitality market. You saw that smaller operators lack the sophisticated tools available to larger chains. What was the single most frustrating operational inefficiency or missed revenue opportunity you observed in the fragmented vacation rental and boutique hotel market that directly inspired you to create Lynx Automation?
A great question. As you just mentioned, I didn't build Lynx from the outside looking in. I built it because I was living the pain every single day. I've been investing in and operating properties for over 15 years, right? So short-term rentals, mid-term rentals. I have co-investments in boutique hotels alongside some of our own customers now. So when I talk about operational frustration, I'm not speaking theoretically. So here's what used to keep me up at night. A guest arrives 11 p.m. Maybe they didn't receive the lock code. That if we had a digital lock on the property, if we had a lockbox, we had properties in Chicago and it could mean the lockbox was frozen, or the housekeeper forgot to leave the keys in the lockbox, right? Or when we think about the hotels, we used to have those RFID cards and they would keep getting demagnetized, or we have this one property which is in College Town, and people show up not so sane, in the night saying, well, I can't find my wallet. I don't have my ID, or I don't know where it is, and I don't find my room key, the card. Okay, what are you supposed to do at that point? Is this a real guest? How do you know, right?
Right.
The housekeeping team didn't know, hey, did the previous guest check out early? Can we go in? Can we get the rooms ready quicker? So there were like multiple different tools that needed to be checked. Like, here's what's the PR tell us. Here's what our lock app can tell us, like a small app from the OEM, just on the mobile. Or here's what we know our messaging platform sent to the guest, or like we used canned responses or something like that. And none of them talk to each other. One missed handoff and the entire first impression gone, right? And that guest's review is already being written in their head. So what made it worse? The technology to solve all this already existed. IoT, Internet of Things, had been transforming industries for years. But hospitality was still running on RFID, technology that's 40, 50 years old. In a world of real-time connected systems, hoteliers were manually coding locks or coding cards, chasing housekeeping updates on radio calls, losing revenue because there was no automated way to offer an early check-in upsell. So that fragmentation wasn't just inefficient. It was costing operators real money, real reviews, real guests who didn't want to come back. So that gap between what technology could do and what hospitality was actually using, that's what became Lynx. So when the problem lives in you, just not like, around you. I'm not experiencing this as a guest. I'm experiencing this as an operator, right? And that's when you know you're the right person to solve it.
So that's a powerful origin story and born from clear need. Lynx automation provides a complete abstraction layer for managing various smart devices, from locks to thermostats, and integrates seamlessly with workflows like digital check-in and housekeeping alerts, like you said. Beyond the obvious convenience, what's the most significant quantifiable financial benefit or operational cost saving that your clients typically achieve by implementing Lynx automation, particularly in terms of labor efficiency and revenue enhancement?
Great question. I mean, I'll directly give you real numbers because operators in this space make decisions on ROI, not just promises, right? So the most immediate impact from a labor perspective is a typical boutique hotel or vacation rental operations with links will reduce the front desk staffing by at least 8 to 10 hours. Typically, the graveyard shift for every single day of the week, right? With conservative market rate, that's about $80,000 in annual labor savings from that just one change alone, right? Now, most of our customers don't just reduce the front desk hours, they actually go completely front desk free. So that's an entire full time salary eliminated. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. That could actually look like 3 full time salaries because,
Right,
typical 8-hour work shifts, right?
right,
Now, those savings are only half the story because
right.
Lynx has an upsell engine that it supports via a guest portal and a curated hospitality TV software. The revenue side is where operators are often surprised. So let's take a typical 50-unit property. Lynx customers typically generate around $1,200 per month from just early check-in and late checkout upsells. This is offered automatically through the guest portal and the in-room TV I just spoke about. Exactly at the right moment in guest journey and based on your operational readiness. Typically, they also add parking access, gym passes, ancillary services via a wider like kayak or, a waterfall hike, things like that. That adds additionally about $20 to $50 per guest. Okay. Now let's just assume 4 guest rotations a month. You just get a guest once every weekend. And you're looking at roughly $8,000 in incremental monthly revenue from upsells alone. Of course, when set up right, done right. Now
Right, right.
combine that, all of that together, you are looking at about $180,000 in annual financial impact on a single 50-unit property.
Wow.
Labor savings and new revenue working together. And this is not a
That's
projection. Yeah.
wow. That's crazy how impressive that is, and just sort of like making everything more efficient. And it's a clear value proposition. So you've heard the concerns from hoteliers about technology replacing the human touch, especially with remote check-ins. You elegantly explained that it's about striking a balance. In your experience, what's the most effective way for a luxury hotel or boutique property to leverage automation and AI like Lynx to enhance the guest experience and build stronger relationships rather than diminish the human element? Can you provide a specific example of how your clients achieve this balance?
Yeah. I mean, this is the question I care most about because I think the whole industry has been answering it the wrong way. For years, automation was sold as a cost cutting tool. Remove staff, reduce labor, eliminate the front desk. Operators bought into it. And that's truly a part of what Lynx does. We just talked about it, right?
Right.
But also, the argument, the guests feel it. The experience got colder. 5-star reviews started mentioning things like felt impersonal. Not because a human wasn't there, but because nothing made the guests feel expected or known or like they belong here, right? It's
Right.
eventually what a hotelier is competing against is guests' own home. And a guest, no matter where they are, when they go to bed, they want to feel good. They want to feel safe. They want to feel I belong.
Right.
And so, Links, we believe automation should never replace that feeling of being welcomed, but it should earn it. So here's how that we do it in practice.
Okay.
I'll take a clear example. One of our boutique hotel customers, it's a beautifully converted historic property, runs a completely remote operation. The guest journey starts the day before arrival. Through Lynx, guests complete the entire check-in process digitally, uploading their ID, signing any agreements, authorizing their credit card, providing stay preferences. Everything that is used, or let's say that was happening at a front desk counter or done through a phone before they left home, by the time they arrive, there's nothing to process, nothing to wait for. The friction is completely gone with Lynx. And then the welcome really begins when they unlock the door. The in-room TV comes to life with a personalized message. Their name's on the screen. The host's voice introducing the property's story, curated local recommendations reflect the character of that specific hotel. Live chat is available instantly if the guest needs anything. They get a text message which says, looks like you just checked in. Here's the Wi-Fi information. Tell us if you need anything, right? So it's like, I'm not there, but I know you're there. And I'm going to take care of you. So now that guest doesn't feel like it's a transaction. They feel like they were expected, like someone prepared for their specific arrival and cares about how they feel.
Right.
So the automation cleared the path so the warmth could show up exactly in the moment where it matters the most. So for us, the goal was never to remove the human element. The goal is to free it from the operational noise so it can actually show up and be felt by the guest.
That's I like the way you put that, operational noise. This is a great example of using technology to enable more personalized human service. So you mentioned when we talked earlier about that 80% of your customers are still trying to figure out how best to use AI but beyond basic chatbots. What's the most common misconception or barrier that prevents luxury hoteliers and property managers from fully embracing and strategically implementing advanced AI solutions, and what advice would you offer them to overcome this hurdle?
Yeah. So, the most common thing I hear from luxury and boutique operators is automation is for big box hotels, Marriott's and the Hiltons.
Right.
My guests expect a personal touch. Okay. And I understand where this comes from. The early wave of hospitality tech was clunky, generic, and it showed. Guests noticed when an automated message felt like an automated message. So luxury operators pulled back, and understandably so, because they thought this was not me or this was not representing my brand, right? But here's the misconception. They're confusing the tool with execution. Automation isn't inherently impersonal, but a poorly designed human interaction is just as impersonal as a poorly designed automation is, right?
Right.
So if people aren't talking your story or the software isn't talking your story, then yes, it's going to feel impersonal and it's not going to make the guest feel, like they belong here or they were expected. So the
Right.
technology is actually neutral. What matters is the intention behind it. So what holds most operators back is this belief that they have to choose, either automate, either use AI and lose warmth, or stay manual to keep the soul of the property. It's a false choice. Okay. The second misconception I hear around AI specifically is it's complicated, it's expensive, it's not ready to scale, it is
Right.
generic. In reality, the operators getting the most value from AI right now aren't using it to replace decisions. They are using it to surface the right information at the right time. So AI can be used to analyze reviews across hundreds and thousands of different reviews across different platforms, not just chat with your guest, right? So a guest who always requests a quiet room, a pattern of early arrivals on Friday, an upsell that converts best on the second day of their stay. That's not science fiction now.
Right.
That's data. That's personalization. And that's using AI to tell you exactly what to do and when. When should that message be sent to the guest? So my advice, start with one friction point, one workflow that costs your team time, costs your guests a seamless arrival, automate that one thing well first, see what it frees up, then build from there, right? So the operators who thrive aren't the ones who are resisting technology. They're the ones who use it so well that guests never think about it as technology. They think about
Right.
it as my experience.
Right. Well, that's the practical perspective on AI adoption, and that makes a lot of sense because we've also moved to a situation where people expect technology, right? So, like you just said, it's not really technology; it's experience. People in my generation would consider going into a hotel room and they know exactly who you are and why you're there a little creepy, right? Whereas in that's Generation X, right? So if we go into Gen Z or millennials, it's kind of more expected, and it's like, of course, the TV's gonna know who I am, as opposed to me thinking like, you know, who told them that, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. And when someone sends us that text message saying, welcome, we know you've arrived, people are not thinking, oh my God, that's creepy. People are saying, good use of technology. Good, you know that
Right.
because I expect you to know that. I expect you to know my needs before I know it, right?
Exactly.
And that's possible with that adaptive analytical AI, very good curated messaging, and your brand story weaved through all different elements of technology.
Wow. Well, thank you for all of that. Rasha, your insights have been very invaluable, offering a comprehensive look at how smart automation is transforming the hospitality industry. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise and experiences with us.
Thank you so much for having me, Daniel. I hope that all our boutique hoteliers will benefit from this.
I hope so as well. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll leave a link to Lynx Automation's website at the description below. Please like this episode and subscribe to the channel. For Leading in Luxury, I'm Daniel Renna. See you next time. In that